The Slam Dunk Contest, the crown jewel of All-Star Saturday night, where on one night, and one night only, the best dunkers from around the league show their stuff in front of thousands of fans and whatever random celebrity judges the NBA props up that year. Even though people have their disagreements about who should have won it, the results are final, and everyone who was disappointed just has to hope for a better show next February. But that wasn't always the case. Flashback to the 70s. The ABA emerges as a rival challenger to the NBA and debuts its flashy new slam dunk contest at their All-Star game. Dr. J flies from the free throw line and fans are hooked. The year after, ABA would merge with the NBA, and instead of the NBA just straight up adopting the ABA slam dunk contest rules, they thought they had a better idea. First, expanding the field to the entire league. Yup, that's right. Every single one of the 22 NBA teams sent a participant to the slam dunk contest. So that must be a huge event, right? I mean, it'd probably take longer than the All-Star Saturday night we have now, and that has a skills challenge, a three-point contest, and 2 musical performances. Well, yes and no. No, the night of the contest was not some extraordinarily huge slam dunk event, but that's because there was no night of the dunk contest. The dunk contest was to take place throughout the entire season. That's right. As part of the NBA's television deal with CBS, they would televise a dunk contest at halftime of the game of the week. So back in 1977, you could go to a game and see a slam dunk contest all in the same night. The way it worked is like this. Each player would get 5 dunk attempts from each of the 5 designated areas on the court. And then, after they've completed all of their 5 dunk attempts, the 3 judges would judge the dunks based on style and grade them 1 through 10 with decimals, with 2 points awarded for each dunk made, so the maximum score a player could get was 40, 10 style points from each of the 3 judges, and 5 made dunks. And at the end of all of this, the first prize winner would receive $15,000. So how did the teams decide who to choose to send to this competition? Well, the NBA instructed them that the choice was to be made after a private team-wide dunk contest. Though not every team followed that rule. As Indiana Pacers representative Darnell Hillman recalls, they came in and talked about the contest, pointed at me and said, "Darnell's the guy." My teammates didn't want to dunk against me. They wanted to get paid. That's right. Not only would the winner get the prize money, but his teammates would receive $300 each for every round won by their teammate. So, the teams didn't have time to be too picky on who they chose to send to this competition. And Hillman was the right choice for the Pacers, as he is literally named Dr. Dunk, and is presumably the father to Dr. Dunkenstein, and the son he is considerably less proud of, Dr. Drunkenstein. Anyways, Dr. Dunk would go on to defeat Moses Malone of the Portland Trail Blazers, that's a thing that happened, in the first round after Moses missed his tiebreaker dunk because they were tied after the 5 dunks. Now, Moses wasn't a big dunker, but given that he was a big star at the time, he was one of the favorites to win based solely on the fact that he would be a crowd favorite every time he competed, and Moses wasn't the only big star to bet on being the crowd favorite only to get bounced early. Both George Gervin and Dr. J had early exits, so the final remaining high-flying superstar, David Skywalker Thompson of the Denver Nuggets, also got eliminated first round, but CBS gave him a second chance. And he failed that too. So they invited him back for a third chance to avoid elimination, and he still failed. So this contest was really low on star power. But there was one last hope who entered the Final Four. But he was far from a high flyer like Thompson. That's right, it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Yes, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the 7'2" center, made it to the Final Four, not Dr. J, not George Gervin, but Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, would face off against Dr. Dunk himself in Milwaukee for a spot in the finals. Kareem is in Milwaukee, and he has the fans behind him. Even though he doesn't play there anymore, he's still really well loved as he brought a championship to that city. So there's a serious chance that we could see Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the finals of this thing. Unfortunately, no footage of this semifinal exists that I could find, so let's see some of his earlier dunks to get a taste of what he's got cooking to fire up the crowd.
Let's take a look here at Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Goes up for his first attempt and up and under slam. Actually was not that bad. And I spoke too soon. That was the worst windmill I've ever seen in my life. It's like he tried to do a full windmill with it, but halfway through realized that doesn't work. I'm 7'2". My feet are like 2 inches off the ground. And then just dunked it anyways. I love that.
Despite what must have been an incredible dunk show from Kareem, he lost to Dr. Dunk in the semifinals after Dr. Dunk wowed the crowd by doing a rock the cradle dunk. Actually doing a trick while slam dunking. Who would have thought that would be the key to winning a dunk contest? Well, not Larry the Hawk McNeil, who would join Dr. Dunk in the finals despite only having one move. He didn't even have a team. He started the season with the Golden State Warriors, but he was released shortly after the season started, and he never really caught on with the Nets either, so he was just a player without a team throughout the whole contest. But still, he was able to find a Warriors jersey to compete in during the final. But that begs the question, how the heck could he find a jersey from his former team to compete in, and yet Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is out here competing in a glorified YMCA shirt? Worse yet, Dr. Dunk himself is competing in the finals in an undershirt, and he gave his post-contest interview advertising a local Indiana liquor shop. How is the guy who's not on a professional basketball team the most professional-looking guy here? Dr. Dunk did end up winning the contest, which was being held at halftime of Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Seriously, imagine if that happened today, where after 4 epic rounds of Gordon versus Jones Jr., the NBA puts a pin in it and decides to wait until the most hyped game of the season to finish it. The contest was met with a lukewarm response, and the NBA likes to pretend it never happened. Hillman has never been officially recognized as a winner, despite outdunking more people than any other winner in slam dunk contest history. Footage of this event is incredibly hard to find. Seriously, the phrase 1977 dunk contest only gets you 2 pages on Google. Hillman finally received a trophy in 2017 for his slam dunk contest win, but it wasn't an official trophy. But still, the Pacers gifted him with the trophy nonetheless. Even if the NBA did think that this contest was a failure, I still don't see the point of trying to pretend it never happened. We've had crappy contests in the past, and those winners still get acknowledged. Heck, we even had a 2-year break in the contest, and everyone before that break gets acknowledged, so what gives? Anyways, NBA, your secret's out now. So why don't you just slide the 1977 dunk contest footage over here, and give us the chance to make fun of some comparatively less impressive dunks, and look at some sweet 1970s afros. Because having the slam dunk contest run throughout the entire season was just a delightfully insane idea, and I think the NBA should stop running from the fact that that happened and just embrace it and laugh along with the rest of us.